Management review system is so important because this is a snapshot from up above, from top management. So the information going up has to be accurate and it has to be specific to what it takes to drive this company to success. The management review, like I said, is like a dashboard. If the dashboard of your car wasn't there, you wouldn't know how fast you were going. You wouldn't know what your gas gauges were reading. You wouldn't know whether you was losing generation from your electrical power system. You wouldn't know whether your directionals were left on and off. You wouldn't know whether your lights on or off during the day or whatever. You wouldn't know whether your high beams are on or your low beams and so forth. So the dashboard is very important. Look at management review as a dashboard of what happens in your company. And this is the way we drive our company, using our dashboard. Management Review, Section 9.3, 9.3.3. Management Review, the inputs and the outputs it takes for management review. Let's take a look at what that looks like in the requirement. Top management shall review the quality management system at planned intervals to ensure continual stability, adequacy, and effectiveness. The effectiveness and alignment with the strategic direction of the organization. It has to follow where we're going, which is based on our quality policy and our mission statement and so forth. This develops a target for us where we're headed. So management review inputs are the things we have to receive. Status of previous management reviews. Obviously, if it's the first one, we're establishing the framework. Then we have to look at changes of external and internal relevant issues. And these are there any changes in the organization, or is there any changes externally by regulatory authorities or customers or so forth? Information and trends on performance and effectiveness of the quality management system. Customer satisfaction and feedback from interested parties. The extent to which quality objectives have been met. Remember, quality objectives are things we select and monitor to be a foundation for our growth, whether we're getting better or worse. And processes and product performance and conformity. As you can see, non-conforming reports, corrective actions, because that's the pulse of what's going on. Monitor and measurement results of audits. That'll be internal audits, extrinsic audits, which are from the outside. That could be from customers, international agencies giving us certification. Are resources adequate? So we're not just talking about money, we're talking about material, we're talking about training, we're talking about personnel, we're talking about the whole ball of wax, the structure itself, our building, its environment. Effectiveness of actions to address risk and opportunities. Have they been effective? And does the organization have any opportunities for improvement? Review outputs shall include decisions and actions related to opportunities for improvement, the need for changes to the quality management system. Do we have to make any changes to the system? Is it working? And resources needed. Do we need more resources? Do we need more trained personnel? Do we need more finances? Do we need more equipment? And this is all based, again, I keep going back to this, non-conforming, corrective action, internal audits, customer satisfaction. They give us the indicators of whether we're getting better or worse. And it also allows us to focus in on areas that need to be strengthened. And we always retain documented information as evidence of results of the management review. I put together a management review agenda here that you can see on the screen, and this is interesting because I color-coded it. I love doing stuff like this. If you look at the color code, anything that's in black print is applicable to both the AS 9100 and the 14000. If it's in blue print, it's applicable to the AS 9100 2016. Quality management system. If it's in the red type, it's specifically addressed for the environmental management system. So you can see I can just encapsulate this in the same agenda and bring these people together and capture this data. And all this information is usually brought into the system before the management review. It's captured during internal audits. And we bring that in, we put it into the management review, and you'll see it's different data, it's calculations, it's flow charts, it's statistical process control. It's a whole variety of things that we need, tools that we need to do measurement and analysis. And that's why you bring them all in. I want an environmental management system. I want the ISO 9000 system. If I'm working with a company that also manufactures medical device, I want medical device in there too, the attributes that are specific to medical device. If I'm working with aerospace, I want specific to aerospace requirements in that management review agenda. And I want it to be done at one time so that they can interact with all the other departments and they can look at the data that was brought in from all the other departments, and we can put our heads together and decide, is our company stable, or do we have to have some improvements and some follow-ups to make sure that we get it back in line, or we make sure that we can do some risk analysis and eliminate the possibility or mitigate the risk to having problems. The next section we're getting into is Quality Management System Section 10. I love this one here. It deals with non-conforming corrective actions, documents and retained evidence, and continuous improvement.